Something I wanted to talk about today that I haven't spoken about in much detail on DVDs or tapes, other than my second tape, Light Club Swinging, was about breathing, and breathing when you're working with the clubs. You can breathe just at a normal pace as you're swinging, but I have a couple little variations that I thought I would share that might spice it up or change things up for people who are interested in pranayama or yoga type breathing. I've done a combination of, since I've studied both yoga and qigong and old style strength training, I mix a few of those attributes or a few of those techniques into what I do with the clubs, and I'd like to share that with you right now. You can use the clubs to assist you with the breathing. When I do particular breathing, I want to force all the air out of my lungs. And then after I've forced the air out of my lungs, I'll hold it for a moment, which is called gung in yogic breathing. And then I breathe again. So I'll do it without the clubs first, then with the clubs, and then show you a little added extra goodie, if you will, at the end for improving your posture and your core muscles and whatever like that. When I breathe, I like to open my chest, thoracic cage, by moving my hands back and leaning back, and then leaning forward. I don't just bring my hands to my knees or down the side of my legs. I bring my, if you do this, you'll see that you can only exhale so much at this point. What I do, I'll do it from the side in a moment, is I come to this position and force everything out of my lungs. Then I do an additional I'm rolling my shoulders, I turn my hands in, and that gives me an extra evacuation of the breath. And then I go back to this position again. You can try this yourself and you're going to see that it forces everything out of your abdomen. So I'll do this one more time sideways so you can see the difference. I lean back. You can raise your hands up or keep them at this level, high or low, it's up to you. Then bring your hands in or down to your knees, and then the difference is if I go to here, I'll only go that far. This is all I can go comfortably without arching my back. What I do is I force further, hold it, and then breathe in again. Now you can try this with the clubs, and that added extra weight, these are light clubs, the added extra weight will pull your arms back further and open up the thoracic cage. This movement. Pause at this position, contracting my stomach. That's the basic exercise. You'll find that by doing that, it'll tighten your core tremendously. Now, there's a second part to this that I'd like to share that I haven't revealed on a video for YouTube yet, that I'll show you, that I think is extremely valuable, and frankly that's why I want to share it. When you force all the air out of your lungs, you've exhaled everything. Again, you're moving your sternum, the xiphoid process, to your pubic bone. When you do this, and you've exhaled everything out, then I want you to do what they call stomach vacuuming. And that is to suck your intestines in like this. Pull it up as far as you can physically pull it up. At the same time, pull from your perineum, which is dead center between your legs. Pull that up at the same time. So you would exhale completely, suck in, stomach vacuum, pull, then stand up, and then relax. And try doing that 10 times. I'll do it front this time. Inhale, exhale, completely. Pull up, stomach vacuum. Pull the perineum. Stand up. And then take a breath. One more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Evacuate completely all the air. Pull in. Pull up. Stand up. And then breathe. If you can, start off with 3 to 4 a day. Work yourself up to 10. And you're going to see a big difference in many different functions of your body. Your breath, your strength, everything. It's one of my absolute favorite exercises of all. With the clubs, it looks like this. And that's it. I hope that you find that helpful. Show you 1 or 2 other quick things you can do that are variations on the regular swings. And one of them would be inhale, 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 exhale, 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 exhale. So be so all I'm doing is I'm going inhale, exhale. So it looks like this. Another one I do is put this on my shoulder and just do, you've seen the common fire breath. You see this all the time in yoga. Instead, use the clubs, particularly heavy, heavy, heavy clubs. You can also do this with leaving the weight in the back and go. And it's another way of adding a little teeny bit of resistance with this type of movement for the fire breath. Those are just a couple more variations that I use, so you can breathe in, out, 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 out. You can breathe in, out, out, out. So that would be in, out. And remember, massage the internal organs when you do the breathing. It's very important. I hope that's helpful.